feel like my senior year was like the worst case scenario. Like when you think about if everything could possibly go wrong, that's exactly what happened. This is an incredibly tough subject for me to talk about, but I do want to talk about why I won't be walking at my high school graduation and also kind of do. I finally went to pick up my cap and gown and my yearbook. Yep. And it's kind of like, and so this is gonna be really first time I'm opening it. I'm gonna decorate it. Has my name and graduate on it, even though I'm not really a graduate. I mean, I guess I am, but anyway. Yeah, I'm actually gonna decorate it. This is a little 2017. Whoa. Okay. Wow. It's so weird, like seeing everyone else in their gown gowns is like one thing, but me wearing it is like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. So I would have graduated. So there's 3 honors. There's cum laude, summa cum laude, and magna cum laude. So that's honors, higher honors, then highest honors. And I would have graduated with highest honors. It's just magna cum laude. I've gotten a gold cord, as well as the National French Honor Society, which I was a part of. And that I would have had white, blue, and red cords, but right now I don't have any cords. This is so depressing. Why am I filming this video? So, in kind of like a nutshell, what happened was that I have a very high GPA. I have like a 3.8, 3.9 unweighted, I think, and then maybe a 4.8 unweighted. And I was experiencing some changes in just my everyday life, and all of a sudden my grades dropped from like straight A's and B's to D's. They all dropped to D's, and I struggled so hard, and I just couldn't figure out why. I couldn't get anything done. Why I couldn't, it just wasn't coming to me. I just knew it was a mental thing. I went to my counselor, I talked to my therapist, talked to my mom. I just couldn't figure it out, and I had a really bad mental breakdown, like the worst I've ever had. And so my mother made the decision to pull me out of my high school and place me in a different high school where I was put in all online classes. But I had already ordered everything, like the yearbook, my cap and gown. I already ordered everything. And she pulled me out the fourth quarter, right before fourth quarter, end of third quarter. So 3/4 way through my senior year, like I would have never guessed that the hardest part of high school for me would have been right at the end, right at the finish line. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong and why I couldn't get anything done and why I was struggling so hard mentally. And some people thought I gave up. I was trying to sabotage it, but I was actually really trying. I was trying really hard and it just wasn't. And you know, it's kind of been my dream since probably middle school, late elementary school, to speak at graduation. I really wanted to. So there was an application process and I really wanted to do that. And I missed that. I missed out on that because I switched schools. And then I had my NCSM online recognition ceremony that I also wanted to speak at. I could have applied to speak at that. I didn't feel it. Didn't make sense to me. And the new school I moved to, their colors were purple and orange. And I just told my mom, it's like, I can't walk, I can't. Because graduation is so much more than a handshake and a diploma. Graduation is the time where everybody who struggled together and all your teachers and everybody who was there for you, like I can't imagine graduation without my best friend, my closest friends at Roseville, screaming, yeah, Chi-Chi, yeah, you go. And all these teachers, I know that I really could not have done it without. There's so many people that I absolutely could not have done any of it without. And to me, it just doesn't mean anything anymore. It's nothing but a ceremony. So that's why I opted not to walk at my new school. Because it would just be meaningless. When I say I had a bad mental break, I ended up missing out on my French Honor Society inductions. I missed out on prom. I was supposed to go to 2 proms, ended up going to none. Missing out on graduation. I missed the senior picnic. I missed just the end of the year. I ended up missing all my AP exams. I really feel like senior year was a dub. Like I really struggled. I really struggled. All jokes aside, I barely made it. Well, that should have been my senior quote, but I barely made it. I'm lying. I'd be lying when I say I'm trying to be positive, but I really feel like the entire senior year was just screwed up, and I feel like I did that, especially the last half. Everything that was supposed to be so important so easily. So they give out awards to I call it the black valedictorian, but it's essentially the African American with the highest GPA in the school. In Wake County, they recognize all of them from all Wake County schools, and that was going to be me. That was going to be my recognition. Out of 4 years of tooth and nail all-nighters, that was going to be me, and I lost it just like that. I feel like everything I wanted to do, I didn't do. I didn't even go to science competitions this year. I didn't do any of it. Not one. And people keep asking me if I think that I'm going to regret not walking at my new high school, and I said that has never for a second. I told my mother I wasn't walking maybe 2 months ago, earliest. And everyone thinks they're like, as soon as it gets closer, you're probably gonna change your mind. You're gonna decide better. But I'm like, no, it's over. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't carry any weight. It's not valuable to me anymore. And I don't know those people. Those are all strangers. I literally know no one there. I wouldn't be walking for me. I'd be walking for other people. And I don't feel this way anymore, but initially when I said no, I said no because I felt like I would just have a breakdown, like a panic attack on the stage. I feel like I could, but there's no point. I don't think I'm gonna look back and regret it, because I feel like now I'm not even there yet, and I already regret my entire senior year. I think I'm only gonna regret not walking with my peers. It doesn't mean anything. I am thankful though that I get to be with my NTSSM peers. But to me, it's gonna be, I don't know, it's embarrassing maybe because I'm a geek or whatever, that I won't have my cords, because I know everyone there is gonna be decorated with probably National Honor Society, different honor societies, and honors cords and of that nature, and I don't have my cords because I actually finished up at my school earlier, so I had all online classes and I finished them up, so I just stopped going. Because I hated the school so much. Like, I hated that school more than I thought it was possible to hate anything in my life. I didn't but I'm not gonna get into that. So I'll probably go pick up those cords later after the ceremony. Sometime maybe next week, I'll see if I can go by. Their graduation is actually next Saturday. And all I can think about is going after the ceremony to go pick up my diploma. I really don't think I'll regret not walking. I don't know those people. I'm not attached to the school in any way, shape, or form. I really can't, I'm just in shock. I really can't believe it ended like this. And that's so hard to accept. I feel like my senior year was the worst case scenario. When you think about if everything could possibly go wrong, that's exactly what happened. And I can't believe that that's actually what happened. And it's all because I couldn't keep it together. I could talk about this forever, so I don't know how you wrap up something like this, but okay, it's done.